Hi, welcome to Dr. Jackie's Keto Kitchen. Not all carbohydrates were created equal, right, Lise?
Right.
There are three major types of carbohydrates. There are simple carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates, and then fibrous carbohydrates. Which ones do we like the best?
We like fibrous?
We like fibrous.
And complex.
Complex. That's right. What we don't like are simple carbohydrates, and those are things like sugar, fructose, corn syrup, anything that is a simple sugar.
Super easily.
Orange juice.
Basically, if a
apple
product
juice,
has
juices.
a carbohydrate in it and it has no fiber in it at all,
We don't want
anything
to do with it.
No.
Complex. Go ahead.
Because when you're following a ketogenic diet, obviously you have to watch your carbohydrates. A lot of times you can stay in ketosis while eating some carbohydrates, but the trick is to manage them so that when you eat food that has a carbohydrate in it, it has a lot of fiber in it as well, because that lessens the hit to your blood sugar and keeps you in ketosis basically to an extent. You still have to manage the total number of carbohydrates you have in a day to stay in ketosis, but you can get away with a little more carbohydrate if you offset it with fiber.
So other benefits for fiber are improved gut health. Also, the fiber feed the gut bacteria, the good gut bacteria that we all want in our diet. So it's also good for just promotion of general gut health. The fiber offsetting the carbohydrate is a really important point, because when you ingest a simple carbohydrate, what happens is you get a really spike in your insulin level, and then you get a drop. And so we know that high circulating insulin levels aren't really great for certain individuals, particularly people with diabetes.
Also promotes storage of fat.
Yeah, it also promotes fat storage. So we don't want that. We want to make a fat burning machine. And so in order to do that, we need to keep our bodies in ketosis, so that we know that ketosis is a marker for fat burning. And so the way to get if you eat too much carbohydrate in a day, your body will preferentially use the carbohydrate for fuel and not your stored fat. So you will throw yourself
glucose.
Yeah.
You'll turn it into glucose, and you'll be a glucose burning machine,
and not a fat burning machine.
Right.
So that's why. And so the three simple types of carbohydrates are important to know. An example of a complex carbohydrate would be like
sweet potato,
yeah, quinoa, yeah, whole
grains,
that type of food. And then the fibrous carbohydrates are the things that most people say they don't like. Cauliflower, broccoli, kale, green leafies.
Yeah.
The stuff that you have to chew on forever. If cows eat it, it's a fibrous carbohydrate.
But if you eat too much of any kind of carbohydrate, you will not be in ketosis anymore. You'll switch over from glucose to, or you'll switch from ketone to glucose.
Yeah. And
so you do have to figure out what your
point is.
Yeah.
Like where your body, how much carbohydrate does your body manage before you're not in ketosis anymore.
Right.
And we'll talk next episode about how to measure whether or not you're in ketosis. Thanks very much for joining us on Dr. Jackie's Keto Kitchen. We'll see you next time. Bye.